welcome you all. In this video we are not going to discuss any mathematical topic and nor we are going to solve any question. In fact, we are going to visualize some mathematical graph on the screen. So first of all, I am going to take an linear equation. I am going to take a linear equation in two variable, which is ax plus by plus c equals 0. So you all know the graph of the linear equation in two variable is a straight line. You can see on the screen. Now there are three parameters. One is a, which is coefficient of x, and b, coefficient of y, and the constant term c. Now let's see how graph changes on varying the values of their parameters. Now first of all, we are going to take to change value of a from, let's take it from -5 to 5, right? It means value of the a will change from -5 to 5. Then how the graph will change? Look at this screen. It means the graph is rotating in the clockwise direction. It means when we increase the value of a, then the graph will rotate in the clockwise direction. Okay, now let's take value of b from -5 to 5. In this case, the graph is rotating in anti-clockwise direction, but in both the cases you may observe that the point where the given line is intersecting with the x-axis is not changing. In the two cases, both the cases, the point of intersection of the line and the x-axis is not changing. Now let's take the last parameter, which is c. Now let's see so from the above the two visualization, we can conclude that the a is responsible for the rotation of line in the clockwise direction, whereas b is responsible to rotate the line in anti-clockwise direction. Now let's see what will happen when we change the value of c. Let's take from -5 to 5. Okay, interesting. What is going on here? The line is simply moving downward without changing in orientation. It means angle. It means when we change the value of c, so the orientation, it means angle found with the x or y axis, will remain fixed. Simply line will shift. Simply line will shift downward or upward depending on the values which you are making change. It means constant term c is only responsible for moving the line without any orientation. It means shifting of line. Okay, now let's take the another equation on the graph and visualize. Now I am going to take equation of circle. Okay, now we have drawn the equation of circle. You can see x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square equal to a square. This is the general equation of circle with center h, comma k, and the radius a. Hope you are familiar with. Okay, so we know that the h, comma k is the points of the coordinate of the center of circle. H is abscissa, k is ordinate. It means h is responsible for the x coordinate and k is responsible for the y coordinate. Now and a is the radius. Now first of all, we will animate its value of a, which is responsible for the radius. Now take this value from -5 to 5. Okay, what is going on here? You can see the radius of the circle is increasing or decreasing. Only the radius is changing. It means the size of circle is changing, and which is in accordance with the radius. It means a is responsible for the radius. Now let's take the another parameter h, which is the abscissa of the coordinate of the center from -4 to 4, any range you can take. It means now we are going to change only the abscissa coordinate of the center. Due to inappropriate data on the x and y axis, is it not visible? Let me make it correct. Okay, now what is going on? You can see the circle is moving parallel to the x axis. Circle is moving parallel to the x axis. Why? Because we are only changing the x coordinate of the center of the circle, which is h. Obviously line will move according to on the x axis. It means parallel to the x axis. Because the y coordinate is fixed, we are making change only in the x coordinate, which is h. Okay, now let's take another parameter, which is k. Now can you predict this? Yes, you can predict, because the k is the ordinate for the center of the circle. So now it should move parallel to the y axis, because only y coordinate of the center of circle will change and the x coordinate will remain fixed. Now change it from -5 to 5 again. Okay, it is moving parallel to y axis. Very interesting. Again you can see, because the y coordinate of the center of the circle is changed. That's why it is moving parallel to the y axis. Thank you for watching this video. In the next video we will see some more interesting graphs, mathematical graphs.